Remedy family. It's the Mankey family here to go over the Lent video devotional, and our topic is Lament.
The Oxford definition of lament is a passionate expression of grief or sorrow.
And I read the first verse that we have, and that's Psalm 102, verses 1 through 2. The title for the psalm is A Prayer of One Overwhelmed with Trouble, Pouring Out Problems Before the Lord. Lord, hear my prayer. Listen to my plea. Don't turn away from me in my time of distress. Bend down to listen and answer me quickly when I call to you.
Lament is different than crying because lament is a form of prayer. It is more than just the expression of sorrow or the venting of emotion. Lament talks to God about pain, and it has a unique purpose, trust. It is a divinely given invitation to pour out our fears, frustrations, and sorrows for the purpose of helping us to renew our confidence in God.
And then our second verse that we're going to read is James chapter 4, verses 7 through 10. And the title is Resist the Devil. So humble yourselves before God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come close to God, and God will come close to you. Wash your hands, you sinners. Purify your hearts, for your loyalty is divided between God and the world. Let there be tears for what you have done. Let there be sorrow and deep grief. Let there be sadness instead of laughter, and gloom instead of joy. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up in honor.
Christians lament because we know the long arc of God's plan: creation, fall, redemption, and restoration. We know the cause of all lament is sin. We aren't the only part of the created order expressing sorrow. The Apostle Paul says that the entire creation groans, Romans 8:22. Along with the fall of Adam, the created world was infected with the broken effects of sin. Therefore, Christians not only mourn the brokenness of the world, but we also long for the day when all weeping will cease.
And then we're going to go over one more verse, Psalm 13, 2 through 3, and then we're also going to read 5 through 6, because it kind of ties it into who we need to be trusting in. So Psalm 13, O Lord, how long will you forget me? Forever? How long will you look the other way? How long must I struggle with anguish in my soul, with sorrow in my heart every day? How long will my enemy have the upper hand? Turn and answer me, O Lord my God. Restore the sparkle to my eyes, or I will die. And then verses 5 and 6. But I trust in your unfailing love. I will rejoice because you have rescued me. I will sing to the Lord because he is good to me.
And there's 4 elements of lament. As Psalms 13 illustrates, most lament features 4 essential elements. Turn to God, bring your complaint, ask boldly for help, and choose to trust. So we have a invitation to cry out to the Lord, and we have a God that does understand our sorrow and pain because he came to earth and he's felt that sorrow and pain and know that we are living in a broken world. And we just need to, as this says, turn to God, bring your complaint, and ask boldly for help, because we know that God has the power to help, and then we trust in God. And that might not mean that he's going to answer our boldly asking for help, but we know that He is still there and He still knows our pain and sorrow, and He's going to be the one in the end, when everything's said and done, that's going to come again and fix this broken world, and He's the only one that can do that.
And then we just want to go over quick, I guess, the song that was chosen to with the Rent Collective song, the Weeping song. We just really like that verse. The what is true in the light is still true in the dark. Just even when the darkness is at its very darkest, we can lean on the truth and on the Lord and what He states, and the light that comes from Him will always be with us, even in that dark parts of our lives and the struggles that we go through. And I love just the whole idea of the point of lament is to just trust, and then also Jesus dying on the cross so that He can be God with us, Emmanuel, and He walks with us. He knows what we've been through. He knows the sufferings of this earth, and how hard it was for Him to take that on the cross for us. We will never understand, but we lean on Him and trust in Him through the hardest times. And we're just going to close now in prayer, and we hope you join us in prayer. Heavenly Father, we just turn to You as a church family, as a couple, Jennilee and I, and we just trust in You, Your glory, Your honor, Your power, Your holiness, Lord. You're just such an awesome God, and we lean on that. We trust in You through the hardest of times. We know that You can handle our complaints. We know that You can handle our grief that we put on You sometimes, the pain that comes from this earth, the mourning of the groans that the earth even just shouts out for You, just to restore us. And we just wait for that day when we get to be with You again. And we just pray over Remedy Church as a family, that we lament together, that we groan together as needed. Sometimes it can be so hard to reach out when we need to reach out. We know that You are enough, but to walk and have empathy and to be one-on-one as a community and to feel that pain with someone else is just such a powerful thing, Lord. We pray that Remedy Church does that as a family. And we just come to You boldly, asking for Your guidance, Your wisdom, Your love, Your comfort during hard times. And we give those all to You. And we just choose to lean and to trust in You, Lord. You are our anchor. You are our rock. You are all that we need. And we trust You, and we boldly come to You. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
We just pray that you leave with letting your sorrow and your grief and handing it over to God and letting Him take that off you and carry that burden like He carried the cross. Have a great week. Thanks.